Hey guys, I know I haven't been about for a while, but here it is. Got this guitar amp and this guitar in this dusty case, which I'm about to take out and show you, off Facebook Marketplace a little while ago. I paid 40 quid for the lot, so now I'm just going to explore and see what I got for my 40 quid. It's going to need some work, but for 40 quid, a guitar and an amp, I think I'm winning. I reckon I could sell this amp alone for maybe about 30 quid. Yeah, we'll see what happens. First things first, I'm going to clean this amp up. I'm just using this mild household all-purpose cleaner. Nothing too special, but it'll do the job. I reckon it does work. That'll do for now. I ain't gotta go crazy. Now we're gonna take a look at the guitar. Okay, first let's see what's in the bag. Cable. Trim arm. Strap. Capper or caper. Yeah. The guitar picks. Love heart. Yeah. There you go. Strat style guitar. So this is it. A Stratocaster copy. It's a bit dirty. It's got a few imperfections in the paint. You can see that this has been played. You got all the funk on the fretboard. And this is a rosewood fretboard, which is quite rare nowadays on cheap guitars. You know, normally it's like Indian laurel or Palfero, however you call it. One thing that I like about this guitar is that it has an actual Fender style headstock. And another thing that I like is that the access to the actual truss rod is not located here, which means it will be located over here. So I'm going to take the strings off this, clean it up. Actually, forget all of that. I'm going to test that it works first, then clean it up, and we go from there. Okay, we seem to have a dead neck pickup. Maybe it's not dead. I would just reckon switch needs cleaning. So I think I'm gonna dump some WD-40 or some sort of penetrating fluid. I don't actually have switch cleaner, but that kind of does the same thing, so no big deal here. As you can see, it's got a kind of small block in there, but you know what? I don't care.
That's going to say Katie, Daddy.
Yeah, who's Katie?
Kiki.
Who's Kiki?
It's Hey Gabby.
It's Hey Gabby. This tuning peg, well, they're all a bit loose, but this tuning peg was absolutely bent. Off camera, I managed to kind of straighten it. It's not amazing, but it's a lot better than it was before. Hopefully, there's not a problem with tuning stability. Obviously, like, that's bits of rosewood, but a lot of it is just funk, like dirt and grime that's just built up over time. This one, even though I've been scraping away, that one looks a bit dank in it, so I'm gonna have to quickly have a go at that one. But yeah, this is it. Hopefully that takes care of any crackling I get from it. Dirty. This is it after a clean. I've oiled the fretboard with some lemon oil. These new strings, obviously, and the setup, you know, didn't come out too bad. Put some penetrating fluid in here, penetrating now, so hopefully that'll stop all the crackling. I think where it just hasn't been used for a long time, that just happens. And these, there's not a lot of resistance to these knobs, so they feel pretty loose, but it's all right. I'm not going to change anything on it. It's a cheap guitar, and I'm going to be selling it as a cheap guitar. Yeah, as I said before, this one was proper bent. You still see it's a bit loose. They're all a bit loose, but this one's a bit more loose. But it was proper bent up, you know. It's a nice neck. Nice thick bit of rosewood. What was I gonna say? This back plate was on backwards. The only reason I haven't put it back on is because I want to restring it before I put the back plate on. Next time I show this guitar, it's gonna be strung up and set up, and yeah, this is it so far. This is it now. It's been cleaned. It's been restrung. I had really big issues with trying to tune it, with it staying in tune. These strings are 1052 strings. They're quite heavy, heavier than the 9s which are on it before. And as a result, it kept pulling this trem up. So whenever I'm trying to keep it in tune, the trem's just pulling and lifting off the body. And I tried to, let me just show you what I've done in it. Right, I've more or less slammed this, put the screws all the way up into the body and put some extra springs on it. So effectively, this is a hardtail. Like, once it's put in tune now, it does not go out of tune, which I love about it. But you know, it just wouldn't, as a floating bridge, it just wouldn't do what I wanted it to do. Maybe it needs setting up by someone who knows a lot better than me. I don't know. I was gonna throw a bit of wood in there, but I just thought, you know what, leave it as it is with the springs, and then whoever has it has the opportunity to change it to which way they want. But for now, effectively, it's a hardtail. Yeah. All in all, for the price, I reckon I've done all right. You got this amp, it's custom amp, this lead, this guitar, which never required a ton of work, and this gig bag here, all for 40 quid. So yeah, I actually like this guitar, but nah, I'm selling it. I've got too many and I can't keep them all. I even got these picks over here as well, and guitar strap, which is, I don't know where that is at the minute, but for 40 quid, I'm winning. I've cleaned this up. I've not plugged it in, but I'm about to test to see if it works now. Alright, although I've not turned this amp on before, I'm confident it's gonna work, you know? pickup here, this bridge pickup, the tone knob does not affect it. Like on a lot of modern strats or strat recreations, they hook it up so that the bridge is now controlled with this tone knob, but not so here. But you know what? Who cares? It works. Thanks for taking the time to check my video out. You know, it means a lot. I'm not very good at this at all, but hopefully I'll improve. Over here, yeah, you don't want to show you too much, but that guitar there is another purchase I got for Facebook Marketplace. Hopefully I'll get a video out and let you know about price, etc. and all that good stuff. Anyway, thank you again for tuning in. Take care.